Rip Rock might be the first bike with gears for your kiddo. Parents, listen up. First, we will teach you how the gears work. Then we'll give you some tips on what to teach your little rider. Maybe it's your first time with gears on a bike too. Perhaps it's been a few years since you have ridden, so let's go over the parts and understand what everything does. The gears are made up of a few mechanical parts. The shifter is located at the right grip. The cable and housing connect the shifter to the rear derailleur. The chain runs from the cranks to the rear wheel. The derailleur is at the back. It moves the chain up and down the cassette. The cassette or cog set is what makes up the gears and turn the wheel. The larger cogs are the easy to pedal, slow gears. The smaller cogs are the harder to pedal, go fast gears. Let's go back to the shifter. The large thumb paddle pulls the cable, moving the derailleur and pulling the chain into the easier gears. The small paddle releases the cable, allowing the derailleur to pull the chain down into the harder gears. Knowing how the cable moves the rear derailleur may help you in the future as the cable loses tension over time. The cable and housing tend to settle in or stretch after a lot of riding and changing gears. There is a small barrel adjuster on the shifter. Unthreading, turning the barrel counterclockwise will increase cable tension. So later on, if the derailleur is having trouble getting the chain up into larger cogs, turn this barrel counterclockwise in half rotation increments. This will help pull more cable and get the derailleur to move the chain into the bigger cogs. Want to keep this whole system running smoothly for a couple summers? Keep the chain clean and lubricated. Once a month, use a dry rag to wipe the dirt and dust off the chain. Use a bike chain specific lube and drip it onto the chain while backpedaling. Use a clean spot on the same dry rag to wipe off the excess. Too much lube can be a bad thing as it can attract more dust and dirt. Let your little rider know they must be pedaling to change gears. Once their legs are spinning, they can use either paddle to shift gears. Point out the larger paddle and tell them to use it for easier gears to go up hills. Point to the smaller paddle to let them know how to come back into the harder gears to go faster. It's best for them to shift gears 1 or 2 at a time. Clicking the paddles too quickly, too many times, might get the chain stuck between cogs. Teaching your little rider how to shift will help them fully enjoy their new ride up the hills and back down again.